Hey, wonderful people, kings and queens. I hope everything is well with you. I am excited about today's topic. I'm always excited. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and look through my page, see what videos you look, and like them, as well as subscribe so you won't miss any videos that I post up. This channel is basically about some of everything: love, life, and food, and just uplifting one another, helping each other. And people are able to comment, but respectfully give advice. I do my research, I bring you some great information, vital information, and we take it from there. Everybody put in their part to make others aware. That's what we need, right? But let's get to it. Today's topic of let's just okay, guys. Now, I know there's some people in this world that have this thing where they feel lonely. They always have to have someone around them. And basically that stems from something in their past or whatever that's currently going on with them. If they're going through a rough patch and they just need someone there to comfort them. Now, some actually rush into a relationship. They see all the red flags, but they still rush into it because they just want that person there. They just want a body. They just want someone that interacts with them. So they basically lower their expectations, their morals, values, and everything, and just accept anything. Basically, what's the word for it? Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yes. People tend to be desperate. Now, with you being desperate, that's not very good, for the simple fact that you're going to be with someone just for their body, just for their presence, I should say, instead of saying, I want someone in my life that's going to love me for me and that's meant for me, or at least, enjoyment and different things like that. Because if you're there and you're putting up with lying and cheating and whatever they may put you through, that's not good for you. You rather go through misery, hurt, and pain versus actually someone who cares about you. Just waiting that little bit of time until that person, the right person, they might not be your lifelong partner, but just someone who's put in your life for that season that you will learn something from. And you never know, that could be your life partner. Now, mind you, if you're with someone that you're just like, I'm just with them just because, you're missing your blessing if that person that's really meant for you is actually there. They're like, oh, well, she has a man or he has a woman, so nothing could happen. You're blocking your own blessings, okay, guys? So don't be so desperate that you accept anyone in your life. Don't be so desperate that you allow them to do anything they want, say whatever they want, with who, what, where, how, and why. Don't do it. You deserve so much more. You deserve better. Do you understand? Sorry, guys, my camera was going a little too far down. I think something wrong with my camera. Anyway, and okay, let's get deeper into it. People tend to rush into relationships because first, some have a friendship, right? There's nothing wrong with that. That person just wants someone there. So they automatically, as soon as they get out of a relationship, they jump into another one because they don't want to be alone. Instead, what you should do, now this is just my opinion, my advice, take time to heal from that relationship on why you guys broke up, why it went the way it went, and heal. You have to take time to heal. Love yourself enough to say, I'm taking a break. I am on vacation. Basically, you're on vacation from Bay or whatever you want to call it. Just take time to love on yourself and reflect on what is it that you want to do in life, how much you love yourself, pamper yourself. You need that mental, physical, and spiritual healing after a relationship. You need to take a break. Give yourself that mental break, physical break, and spiritual break. In order for you to be able to function in the next relationship, you have to make sure you're healed. A lot of people tend to bring baggage to a new relationship. Let's speak on people that I really don't like using this word, but yeah, this is people who are so upset and just like, oh my God, I can't believe they did this to me, or whatever that happened. They are bitter down to the bone, deep in the core, their soul just really bitter, upset, angry, hurt, torn, ripped apart. But they walk around or they tell people, no, I'm fine, I'm good, But then when they're speaking to their friends and their family, the whole conversation is about their ex. All the time. And sometimes you're like, you're looking at your friends and your family, you're like, do you think we're going to get a word in? Nah, just let them keep talking? Okay. Oh yeah, but they said they ain't bitter though. They not upset or hurt. But we got to sit here every single time and hear about this person. And that tends to get annoying. Okay? Whether it is in person or a phone call, it gets annoying because it's like you're still hung up on that person. It's like you're still wanting that person. It's like you're whooped, severely hurt. Just say you are. That's it. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Nobody gonna judge you. Nothing but love. That's the way it should be. Nothing but love to say, okay, you really love this man, you really loved this woman, and they did this to you or said this to you, and oh my goodness, and man, that's messed up. But if you're constantly talking about it all the daggone time, go seek therapy. There's nothing wrong with it. Even if you're not speaking about them all the time and you want a different way to cope with the breakup, or with whatever issues that has happened, or whatever situationship, as they will say, that you're in, feel free to go seek therapy. There is nothing wrong with therapy. Therapy should be the number one thing in your life that you go and get done. Okay? The number one thing one of the top things I should say in your life that you should be consistent with is therapy. Someone to talk to on how to maneuver. Okay, this is the situation that I'm currently in. And if you don't know how to express yourself, just talk to a therapist. Therapists will help you so much. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. So then you'll start to realize, oh my gosh, I spend majority of my phone conversations or time with my family and friends talking about this individual that I say I'm over this individual. Oh, there's no chance in hell we'll get back together. I can't stand him. He's a bastard or she's a witch and blah, blah. Well, when people go over and beyond like that, they still love them people. When they keep talking, they still have love for those people. But they be the first ones to say, oh no, I don't love them. I got no love. I don't care if I was to see them dying on if they needed some emergency medical attention on the street, I won't even help them. They'll be the first one to get them mouth to mouth. Let's keep it real. Some of you are so hurt, you just be talking right out your behind. But anyways, don't rush into a relationship right after you got out of a relationship. Because if you're not fully healed and you're bringing that baggage into your new relationship, it's like you're going to repeat the same patterns. So if you were doing something that kind of led to an ex feeling a certain type of way or doing certain things, you got to think, hey, this and that person did this and that person did that. Whoever you dated, like, damn, I wonder what's going on. Like, what's happening? Are you someone who communicates? Are you receptive to constructive criticism? Are you open-minded about different things? Like, let's try this. Or if someone says they don't like something, you cannot force them into it. You cannot force them to say, you know what? Either you do it or we break up. You can't do that. You have to respect everyone's wishes and how they feel. Agree to disagree. Now, you rush into this relationship with someone because you guys are clicking so much over the phone or in person or at work, wherever you met this person. And all of a sudden, you're all going full speed ahead. And you're like, oh, I'm so happy with this person. It always made me laugh. Always made me smile. Blah, 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 blah. You could see red flags. Or hear them, I should say. But you kind of push it back like, okay, everybody got their issues and things that's going on with them. But don't rush. There's no need to rush. Yes, life is short. Don't get me wrong. Life is short. But would you want to end up, dealing with somebody that needs some mental, that basically need therapy, that need something, some sort of help, and your relationship just isn't working because that person refused to get help. That person refused to acknowledge that they have a problem, that they have issues. So here you are in this so-called relationship, but it's more like a battle. So every time you come home, you're unhappy that you're coming in to see this person because there's always some drama. And your life should not be nothing but drama. You should be able to come home to a peaceful home. That is your sanctuary. While the world is going crazy or your job, your home is your sanctuary where you should be able to come, relax, and just let it all go. There should be no drama, and everything should just be good, Now imagine, oh, you know what? I'm going to ignore those red flags. And y'all keep going in this relationship. And like I said before, every relationship has its ups and its downs. None is perfect. But if you're not willing to acknowledge those issues and try to work on it and fix it, guess what? There's no relationship. You guys are just there just to be there. Like, okay, I'm in a relationship. I have someone to talk to. This person will listen to me bicker all the time, or this person will listen to me talk about how miserable my day is, how miserable this and that person is. Like, don't put yourself through that. For the person who bickers and always unhappy, don't put yourself through that. Go seek help. Go find ways to release that anger, that bitterness. If you read books, do music, whatever it is that can help you say, let me not be so negative all the time. Let me be uplifting first to myself and then to others. Oh, my hair didn't want to stay up, but okay. And, and to others. Instead of being negative all the time, it's like, what legacy would you leave behind? What, yes, you're not supposed to care what people think or say about you. But that's when they're talking smack, and that's for your haters. Now, God forbid if you pass on. What will you be known as? The bitter person that got hurt so bad and so deeply by this so-called relationship or marriage. They were just bitter all their life. Like, do you want people to, oh yeah, she used to always, or he used to always talk about their ex, and man, it's like, damn, just shut up already. Like, it's over. He done moved on, or she done moved on. Should you move on too? Go find you somebody. Go do something. Go get a hobby or something. Stop talking about this person. It's over. It's over. Get over it. But yes. So, imagine you marry that person, and you're seeing these red flags that you saw before. They didn't decide to, they didn't acknowledge, hey, I do need help, or they're not consistent with their therapy or help. And it's like, oh, Lord Jesus, What did I get myself into? Let me tell you something. It is easy to get married, but it is so hard to get divorced. They put you through, it's like an obstacle course to get divorced. You got to go to this part, get this document, and if the wrong document is signed, you got to do it again. You got to do this and that. It's a mess. But go get married. Okay, yes, I would like to go get up. Oh, I paid how much for my money order? Yes, and he does sign what? And I sign what? Oh, we're so happy we get married. Oh. Then you get someone, if you want to, real quick to be like, okay, you man and husband and wife, or you go to your little wedding thing. Yeah, we're getting married. We need to be married on this day. I'm gonna go get my dress, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm so excited. And the man, yeah, I'm about to marry her. You know, I got that. But when you get a divorce, it's like, yes, here's all this whole booklet you need to fill out. Do you know whether he or she is? They need to sign this and that. Do we gotta serve them? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it is a hot mess. It is a hot mess. And it gets annoying. So before you rush into a marriage, be careful. You guys go to marriage counseling first. You guys go to therapy first. And figure out, and be honest with each other. Let me tell you something. Be honest and be like, okay, this is what gets to me with my fiance or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Be honest and open. And if that person, your boyfriend or girlfriend, is being honest about what gets to them that you say or do, you have to be receptive and respectful that they're at least being honest, and it's something that could be worked on. You might have a stink attitude, or 1 minute you're in good spirits, the next minute you just like, soon as somebody just say something wrong, you going off the handle. Learn to take constructive criticism. Learn to receive it. Learn to change it. It takes time because some people are so stuck in their ways. It takes time. So basically, don't rush into a relationship until you're healed. Love yourself first. Do not rush into a marriage unless both of you go to therapy to work out whatever issues that's going on. And once you are married, make sure you both have marriage counseling, marriage counselors to help you guys navigate throughout your marriage. Do not, as much as we love our mamas and our fathers and our cousins and aunties and uncles and our best friends and our other friends, do not get them involved in your relationship. Of course, your mama, your family is going to take your side. And of course, your homeboy or your homegirl is going to take your side. Instead of being honest and saying, oh, you know what? You need to chill because you're in the wrong. Now, let me tell you, there's only but a few great families like that and great friends, besties and all that, and then some, that will keep it real with you to say, you know what? Nah, you wrong. And that's the sort of people that you need. People, someone close that will tell you when you're wrong, when you're right. They don't sugarcoat anything. They're straight to the point and blunt with it. So, for instance, my mom, I love her dearly. One thing I love mostly about her is that regardless of what, this queen would tell me blunt, straight up and down, when I'm wrong and what I need to do. But like, you need to get it together, okay? Because you're wrong. You were wrong for that. Now, you need to go and apologize and do better. And I respect her for that, because she's not one of those parents to be like, oh my God, my child was a this and a that, such a blessing. And they lying through their ass. Their child was a damn drug dealer, out there killing people, up there raping people, doing all sorts of madness. But you talk about your child never been in trouble, your child the best child in the world, or your son or daughter is the best this and that. Hell no. In my family, we keep it real. Just like I be doing with mine. I'll be like, And if mine isn't wanting to be receptive or constructive criticism, what do? I don't say nothing no more. I mind my business. I'm like, don't even tell me what's going on. Because if you're not willing and receptive to constructive criticism, What the hell you asking me for? What are you telling me for? Go tell somebody who's a yes man. Those are the people you need to be wary of, a yes man or a yes woman. Those are the people that instead of telling you like it is and keeping it 100 and real with you, that if you're being a butthole or you're being irrational or you're just a jerk, those are the ones, the yes men or yes women are the ones that be like, oh yeah, girl, you fine. Oh, screw them. Yeah, you know, you ain't wrong. Forget them, blah, 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 blah. Instead of being honest with you or keeping it 100, as some of you would say, they will sit there and be like, yes, yes, I don't care. You my best friend. You my man. You my woman. You always in the right. Hell no. The way I was raised, the way where I'm from, we keep it real with each other. It'd be like, oh no, you stupid. Oh, you done messed up. You done lost your damn mind. Now, if you're willing and you're receptive to that constructive criticism and doing the right thing, then your family got your back to say, okay, let's fix this issue, whatever that's going on. Sit down as a family and see how we could work this out. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not, oh no, forget them. Oh, we finna go over there and bust their butt and all this other stuff. No, you don't want a yes man or a yes woman. You want someone that will keep it real with you. Okay? You want someone that will be blunt and honest. And if you're not able to take blunt, because there's some sensitive people out there, and I realize that. Not everybody can just take it. You know, I guess you gotta water it down a bit, but make sure you keep it real. You know, the delivery has to be kind of soft and just broken down and explained in a lot of detail and so on and so forth. As for me and my family, we're blunt, straight to the point. Like, yo, you need to sit down somewhere, because that's why you end up in the hospital, because you work too much. Now, how could we cut back on your hours? Like, what's going on? Is something financially going on? How could we rectify the situation? Bam! Straight to the point. Blunt. I love that. I don't like beating around the bush and someone trying to feel you out. You ain't got to feel me out. However I feel, it's the way I feel. You ain't changing it. You ain't changing it. We could talk until something is fixed, but otherwise, I feel the way I feel, and it's sticking that way. So, you make sure you keep those family and friends out of your relationship, out of your marriage, unless you have that one particular person that you know is trustworthy, that you could talk to about your business, because people tend to spread your business. That one or two or whoever you could trust to say, hey, you know, I done messed up. You know, what do you think I should do? How should I do this? Or like I said, your best bet would be your therapist. Hey, are you available? I kind of messed up. I need some advice. How do I rectify the situation? And take it from there. Don't get you no yes man. Get you some real men, some real women. There's nothing but love. When someone really love and have your best interests at heart, guess what? They're going to tell you the truth. 100% straight from the heart, straight to your face. They're going to be like, oh no, I need to let you know you in the wrong, boo-boo. Those are the people you should have around you. Those are the people that should be in your circle. Those are the people that have your best interests at heart. The other ones, they some snakes. You got to watch out for those. No. So do not rush into a relationship nor a marriage. Do not do it. Because if you think about it, majority of the time, you don't get to know somebody until like 2-3 years after, right? And sometimes even longer than that, because they have some good actors and actresses out there that will perpetrate a fraud until you are married to them. Ooh, child, I done been through that situation. And as soon as we got married, it was a whole different ball game. I was like, wait a minute, who the hell are you? Like, what? I have never in my life, like, are you a twin? Like, are you the bad twin? And where's the good twins? I know I was dating a good twin. Did I marry the bad twin? Like, yo, what's going on? Did someone clone you and you was the jacked up clone? Yeah, that happened to me. I experienced that and I was like, no. Nope. I ain't going through that again. I learned my lesson. And even after that, I had to learn another valuable lesson. And after that, you know, you learn in life. God blesses you every single day to learn and get it right. Work on yourself. Heal. Love yourself. Me, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start taking my time, because you really don't know someone until, excuse it, but I'm blunt, shit hits the fan. And then it's like, whoa, look how this person react, or look at what this person did. And you're like, do I want to spend the rest of my life with someone like that? Like, you don't want to, oh no. Once you start seeing like red flags and stuff like that, you gotta nip it in the bud. See if it could be worked out, of course. Communicate. My number one thing that I say all the time here, communication is key. Okay? In a relationship, with family, friends, marriage, whatever, at work. Communication is key. Honesty is key. Being respectful is key. Being able to receive constructive criticism is key. Learning how your tone and how to speak to someone is key. Now, if you're one of those that's not receptive to honesty, constructive criticism, then you have a lot of work to do on yourself. For the simple fact that someone is being honest to you, they can lie to you. But you're not able or capable to accept it, to say, okay, they were being honest with me. But you're going over the deep end? No. You need work to do. So if you have all those things going on, you're not able to accept it, give it, open-minded, you need to work on yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. We've all been hurt. I've been hurt multiple times. Shoot. Man, listen. Okay? Shoot. Most recently. So it's like, after a while, and after you reach a certain age, like fine wine, you start saying, you know what? I take that L. And, you know, let me learn from this. How did it happen? And what's the next steps? To say, okay, carry on in life. How are you going to say, you know what? Okay, I got hurt. Where do I go from here? For me, I'm just like, okay, I take that L. I got hurt. Everyone gets hurt. But it's what you do afterwards that counts. Are you going to stay down? Feeling some sort of way? Some people cry. They're going into a deep depression. As for me, I'm at that point in my life. I'm like, okay, I take that L. And if that person hurt me multiple times, I'm like, I already see what this is. And after a while, it's unfortunate, but some people become immune to it or numb to it, to say, okay, either we can rectify this, fix it, and if you're not willing to, then guess what? There's no relationship. There's just bodies, just people there saying, hey, I'm in a relationship. I'm with this person. But you're not happy. Like, what type of mess is that? So you got to be careful. Make sure you heal, guys. Love yourself. You could buy yourself a book from Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, any place that sells self-help books or healing books. Type in those words. Or you could look up different things online as well and see what could help you. They have amazing books that help you get the matter of fact. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, I just wanted to get this book real quick and show you guys. This is one of the books that I love. Oh my goodness. List Yourself. And look at that. This is an amazing book. Like, you could use this book for yourself, buy it for you, your husband, and your kids, and all sit down and pick a chapter to go through and write. And then you read amongst yourselves, you know, what you wrote, how you feel, and then you actually, you know, have a conversation about it, work on it, and take it from there on how you could fix it. Like, this book is amazing. I love this book. And then another book that helped me as well. This is so cute. This is a little prayer card that comes in this book. There's a whole bunch of cards that come inside of this book. I'm not sure if you saw that movie. It was a beautiful movie. And this is the book. Amazing book. And like I said, they have these cards in here where you can write your prayers and have your prayer room if you believe. But if not, you can find something else that, you know, more suits your religion or culture or whatever may have you. But these are amazing books, and these are just examples. Self-help books, anything. Love myself books. And they even have, how could I forget, a book called Love Languages, right? And apparently it's an amazing book. I have yet to read that book. I have yet to read it, which I think that's going to be actually my next book to read. Okay, now I'm excited. So Love Languages. If you guys, okay, if you have read that book or a self-help book, how has it helped you? Comment below so people could get to know. And if you have any books that you want to put below that helped, or that could help a couple or people that's married, you know, write the title as well as the author below. And do you have an example of a relationship or a marriage that you kind of rushed into? And what made you then say, oh my God, I can't, you know, deal with you. This was a rush job and everything just went kaboom. And also for some of you guys or whoever that goes to therapy or went to therapy, how did it work with you? Could you please comment below how important it is or how it helped you in your journey? So people can understand that therapy, there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist, psychologist, whatever may have you, anyone that can help you mentally. So I love you guys. I hope this was, you know, something that helped you in your marriage, your relationship or situationship. And like I said, you know, do not rush. There's no rush. Love on each other, court each other. Do that couple therapy, because then you start to find out things and you can work on whatever issues ahead of time before you get married. And then once you get married, make sure you have a marriage counselor. Just in case anything goes crazy, you have someone that's not biased to either side. Okay? I love you guys. Like this video, share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about this channel. Tell your family about this channel. Hey, and if you want to, tell your enemies about this channel too. I don't know. Just spread the word. Nothing but love. Thank you guys. I love you.